This is Payday 2, Crimewave Edition. We're here on Xbox Series S. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So this is a cooperative heisting game that you can play offline with AI, or you can play online with up to 4 players. You'll be going about doing various missions and attempting to smash things, steal stuff, grab stuff, and kind of make a mark in regards to, the city and building an empire and making lots of money and everything like that. And it's interesting to be, I guess you would say, back in... Oh, did they know something's up? Back in this one after the third one came out and being like, oh, the second one was a bit rough for console. And then, essentially seeing that the second one, was also a bit rough. Anyways, I digress. Let's dive in and let's talk about the experience a little bit further. Mainly, I'm saying the third one we thought would be a lot better after the issues of the second one on console, but that just really wasn't the wasn't the case. So yeah, a bit disappointing all around. Still, it's, a game you can play cooperatively and go with still lots of money, and there's a selection of maps and things to do, and, it is slightly more limited from a, I guess you would say, a console perspective, but it still kind of gets the job done, and allows you to go and, steal things, break stuff, exfiltrate with your winnings. That's kind of the core of the game. You go in, you take, you leave, right? And it's kind of neat from that regard, where you're trying to take as much as you can. The AI doesn't really do a whole lot, but they're kind of there for you, which is okay, I suppose. Better than nothing, I guess. It is interesting though, because you literally just sit here and you just wail on the cops for doing their jobs, and you just mow them down, but that's the name of the game, I guess. So yeah, what are we getting here? 1080p, 30 FPS, auto HDR. So, not the greatest of benefits and everything like that. How much can I actually fit in this bag here? I seem to be actually able to collect a whole bunch of stuff. Usually there's a limit. I'm assuming I've actually picked up all the large stuff I can pick up now. I'm picking more like secondary objects. Yeah, so you gather your stuff, and then you are attempting to leave with your stuff, and these cops just come in, and you just kind of mow them down, and the combat sort of escalates. So I guess I shouldn't really put this out in the middle of the open there. Yeah, and your squad will kind of cover you, but they're mostly just there to, do their stuff. Yeah. Oh, looks like the jail thing might not be working properly. Alright, let's get this going. Ow! Where was the protection teammates? So, yeah, that's kind of the big thing here. I was always surprised that this never got a sort of, upgrade or a newer version to it. I just kind of assumed that because Payday 2 specifically is has such longevity, especially on the PC side of things, that eventually they would do some further upgrades to improve the console side of things, but I guess that just never was of interest to them. And I think the idea was that they were trying to make, they were trying to make the third one the big thing that kind of, did everything for them, and obviously I don't think that really quite panned out. But yeah, you just kind of absolutely just decimate the local police populations in this one. They're literal cannon fodder. But that's the whole point of the game. You just go in, you steal stuff. Sometimes you have breaking missions. Sometimes the missions have a little bit more depth. But for the most part, that's kind of the core gameplay flow, is you just go in and do this activity over and over again. How come these guys aren't bringing the goods in there? And then there's different levels of difficulty too. So some of your Heists will be a little bit more daunting than your other heists, and you can choose how long you want to stay, and you can choose how many hostages you take, and you get everything from, like, there's a mall to this, like, a nightclub, and then obviously here we're doing, I guess you could say, this big thing. And then a lot of your game, just huge swaths of gameplay and game time, are focused around just watching the drill and preparing the drill over and over again, because it just like breaks and stuff like that. It's quite a task having to constantly be making sure that the drill's all good. But yeah, that's kind of the gameplay loop. But it's kind of simple. It's not the best version of this game. I know the PC side of things a lot better for this. But it's not too bad. It's pretty jaggedy around the edges. Like, it doesn't look the best. It looks very aged, but you do get a decent amount of content in terms of like areas and stuff. Although it does get repetitive after a while, which is why I think this is better in like bursts. And some people find the repetition easier to handle than others, and that's the whole thing here too. But yeah, okay. Could you guys maybe shoot somebody, repair. This is why it's a lot better to play this game with an actual team and communicate and everything like that. I have the online set up, so I mean theoretically someone could hop in at any point, but yeah, I'm sure people are doing other things. Okay, how long do we have left? Another minute. Well, we might as well go for it considering we're here. And that's what I was saying, is kind of your game time will vary a bit based on what your actual goals are. If you're trying to like steal everything, if you're only trying to steal some stuff, if the danger of all the cops is becoming too much, because it does, like I said, continue to escalate, and you get more and more dangerous foes and enemies. And really, the drill stopped again. I think we're out of things that I can kind of take in here too. We got that other guy with a bag, but I kind of want the whatever's in the safe would be ideal, considering we've spent so much time working on the safe. And the whole setup is pretty simple. I kind of showed it off, but I'll describe it too. You go in, you case the point, you case the place, you case the scenario that you're in. You choose, how do I want to tackle this scenario? Do I want to use a little bit more of a stealth effort? Things always get chaotic really fast. Are we going to have to deal with certain lines of sight, certain security guards? Are we gonna... What is gonna be a problem for a heist? And then kind of once that casing is done, you jump in, and you get to work, and you get to doing stuff, right? That's kind of the main theme of the game. And then when you're in, everything's all, everything's being let loose, chaos is happening, things that are going on. Can I not take these money? There we go. These money. It's terrible English there. Can I not take these money? Cannot take this money? There we go. That's better. So yeah, you grab all your stuff and then you kind of leave after you've done a while of, stealing things and everything like that. At least we're taking more money. And then sometimes you survive, sometimes you don't.
That was a real pleasure. Makes me think of the old days, starting out small.
No money awarded? You need to escape first? But isn't that what we just did, is we escaped? Okay. Oh, now we're doing the car chase. Oh, okay, gotcha. And usually there's intense music playing, but music always gets like crazy copyright claims, so I never get to really enjoy that aspect of it. Stay alive until a new thing comes. That's great. It's just a city of chaos is what it is. The city of chaos. I don't even know where... I don't even know where they're going to be coming from. Get down! Okay, so we have you as a hostage. You as a hostage. And then with the money you make, you're able to use that to kind of like buy better gear and tools and everything like that. It's kind of neat in the sense that the environments are pretty full of detail. Like, you can actually go into different stores. This is a bad example because this is a street battle here, but that is part of the game, is being able to go and be like, oh, we're, you know, going into the store, taking a look at it. Totally not suspicious, and then you start breaking things down. It usually always ends with you just grinding through hordes of the police and just smoking them because, I don't know. I mean, we're definitely the bad guys here, but I guess it's the fantasy theft thing of it. I suppose is what people find intriguing. It is kind of fascinating, though, because like outside of some issues, I think the third one actually has some pretty neat upgrades over this one. I'm sure people love the loop of this one, and then the launch of the third one, and it's a fascinating series, because I do think there's definitely something here, if that makes sense. Like, there's a good gameplay loop here in regards to doing, like, you know, the robbers kind of thing, the cops and robbers sort of aspect of it. And it's just kind of like, you know, I don't know if this, like I would say this version of the game is a bit rough. Especially since it was never really upgraded or anything like that. And it's amazing that, you know, we were actually able to get a new getaway vehicle up in here without the police kind of causing problems. Can you guys not,
Hey, Wolf, follow my lead.
can you not grab stuff for me? The point of no return in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay, can we just, everybody grabs a bag? Who doesn't have a bag yet? You don't have a bag yet? Saying you're just supposed to grab the bag. Oh, obviously you've all got silly masks on and stuff, which is fun. Okay, everybody, come with me. Let's get out of here. Everybody's got cash. Let's escape. If you guys could, you know, come over here, that would be great. I was kind of hoping that, you know, with you having the bags on your back, it would just sort of kind of work out without me having to do all this legwork of picking up all the stuff. But no, okay, I'll go do it all. I kind of assumed we'd all escape together, and yeah. Yeah, what do I know? Then you get this info thing, and then you go on, you do your next mission. You get like a safe house where you can buy stuff and do things. You're leveling, everything like that. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. Lots of kind of repetition and doing sort of the thing over and over and over again, gameplay-wise, and then having more money for more tools and blah blah blah. Pretty straightforward gameplay loop, I would say. Comfortably, yeah, comfortably the same gameplay loop. And you can see here the crime net says like lab rats or jewelry store. You see all these things, they just kind of like pop up on the map, and you can do all these different things, and then there's matchmaking stuff too, and the diamond heist, the slaughterhouse. Kind of hoping the mall might show up. A lot of Santa's workshop for some reason. I don't know why that pops up so often. Oh, well, I wanted to do that. Did I think I might have accidentally backed out of that one. Mall Crasher, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, that's the problem, is I didn't go down and start the heist. I accidentally opened the map up again. I get that, that makes sense. So, pretty much lots of customization, stuff, tools, everything. Yeah. It's Payday 2. Oh, look, there's actually like a real player joining. That's cool. We go into the mall, we break stuff. I mean, I guess so. I don't mind getting dirty, I guess. Yeah. I mean, we're definitely like the bad guys in this one. It would be easier to have more slightly sympathetic characters, but whatever. Yeah. Break things, smash stuff, cause problems, chaos, all that stuff. This is how we enter the mall. Just 4 cool people getting ready to break stuff.
You go off on your own. I'll come save you later on when they start shooting.
See what this person's got going here. See, some of these people are really experienced, and they have like all these strategies and stuff set up. I think this person's never played this game before, have they? I don't know for sure. I'm wondering why this person went outside there for a second. I don't really get that at all, but yeah, maybe they're trying to get to like the back room thing to make a big impact on like what's going. No, they're just walking along. Okay, because we're just breaking stuff, so. Whenever you want to get ready. Oh, nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
Get down. Hey, hit the floor.
I want all the jewelry. Does this count as destroying 50,000 worth of stuff? Like, when do you know you've done 50,000 worth of damage? Does it just, like, tell you? Can't remember. You know, this guy was kind of smart going right for the jewelry. I'm sure that's think better than a drill. Like, we might as well, you know what I'm saying, make some money while we're doing this. It's a lot of work to break wines. I think this is a waste of ammo. This count as breaking things? How much are these wine bottles worth? Be a lot easier to break $50,000 worth of things in the modern economy, eh? Those are like jackets. It's a brand new car! Wonder what counts as destroying the car. Like, at what point is this car considered, like, destroyed? Because you think the car alone would be, like, you know, $50,000 worth of stuff. And then eventually the police come and the chaos goes. As I said, it's a very straightforward game. Oh, now we're at $35,000. Cool, cool, cool. Good for us. Is this like just like an approximation? Like, how would you actually keep track of this in, you know, I guess you would say in real life in terms of being like, how much actual damage was done? Like, what if you went and did damage and it was like $49,000 worth of damage, and they're like, we added up all the receipts. It didn't add up to what we were looking for. No, we did it. That doesn't mean I don't want to stop breaking things. Let's go to the mall today. But yeah, this kind of gives you a taste of what the Payday experience is like for Payday 2. It would be cool to see a more definitive version on console someday, but they'll probably never do that kind of thing, and I think this is what this is kind of the game version that we're getting, and this is just the long term of it. Especially with Payday 3, and I don't know, maybe they'll do a Payday 4 eventually as well, just to kind of try to refresh things a little further, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's not bad, you know, if you want to do some cooperative heisting with some buddies, play online with some randoms, play something that's got like an easygoing gameplay loop. It's a pretty solid experience in that regard. Just don't expect anything too wildly expansive. Like, it is matured in terms of the amount of content, and you know, there are some decent selections of levels, but it does have quite a lot of I want to say like repetition to it, just in terms of what it has to offer. After a while you do a few different things that are present, and then you're just kind of like cycling through the same things over and over again. But it's definitely a game that's lasted, I'll give them that. It's definitely one that's lasted for quite a while. Oh, there we go. So that's Payday 2 Crimewave Edition. I can't believe I still have excuses to dive back into this one after so many years, but here we are, and I guess that was an okay time for nostalgia.